One of the creepiest Christmas traditions that's popped up in recent memory has to be Elf on the Shelf. What do you mean there's a tiny little person living in my house watching me sleep and reporting back to management? That's not festive. That is corporate surveillance with a tiny pony hat. But here's the wild part. As weird as the Elf on the Shelf is, it's basically the PG rated descendant of much older winter traditions that were way darker, way weirder, and honestly, way more fun. And that brings me to this incredible book I read, The Dead of Winter by Sarah Clegg. If Elf on the Shelf feels mischievous and a little creepy, then buckle up. Clegg dives into monsters, demons, witches, ghostly beasts, and winter chaos rituals that existed long before we ever started buying peppermint scented everything. This book is like a guided tour through the shadowy side of Christmas. Not the Hallmark version, the old European one, where winter was long, cold, and full of creatures who would absolutely destroy your elf before breakfast. We're talking horse skulls coming to your door demanding entry, masked revelers who might be your neighbor or a demon, witches who would roam around during Advent because December used to be terrifying, and Krampus who makes the naughty list sound like a gentle suggestion. What makes this book so addictive is how Clegg writes. She's a historian, but she's also hilarious. This isn't a dry folklore textbook. It's like you're walking beside her through winter carnivals and creepy rituals, and she's handing you this mug of mulled wine and saying, okay, yes, this creature definitely used to steal children, but here's why that mattered socially. And here's where the Elf on the Shelf comes back. We think of modern Christmas as cozy, wholesome, safe. But Clegg shows us that for most of history, winter traditions were messy, chaotic, mischievous, and a little dangerous. Elf on the Shelf isn't new. It's just the latest iteration of this old idea. A magical being who visits your house, watches your behavior, and punishes you if you screw up. Only now it's made out of felt and we pretend that it's adorable. Meanwhile, its ancestors were like, yes, I do have hooves and horns, and yes, I do plan to kidnap Timmy if he doesn't act right. And honestly, reading this book made me realize why so many people are bringing back these solstice rituals and Krampus runs. People are tired of this hyper polished, hyper commercial cheer. We want something weird, something human, something that reminds us the winter's always been a little scary, and that's okay. So if you want a book that makes you laugh and makes you side eye your elf on a shelf like it's hiding a horse skull somewhere, read The Dead of Winter by Sarah Clegg. Seriously, you'll never look at December in the same way again.